Hello world, my name is Dana ID Matthews and welcome to my show about stuff, and today I'm going to be talking about a newly discovered indie game called Overcooked. Now, last week I was talking pots and pans and podcast porn. Now it's just normal pots and pans, but in the world of video games. So my family and I have been looking for a game that we could all enjoy together for a while now. It's been a bit of a challenge because we're all different types of gamers. I'm more of an RPG guy. My stepson is a first-person shooter kid, and my partner is a simulation type gamer like The Sims. And my 3-year-old daughter, dabbles in whatever we're doing. So I'm sure you can see the gaming dysfunction here. So we've tried in the past with other games, but none that could really hold our attention for long. Until Overcooked came along. It was one of those free games of the month for Xbox Gold members. And I saw it. It was cooking. My partner loves cooking. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll get it just to try it out. I got it with there was a couple DLCs with it. So I got those too. A quick shout out to Microsoft and Xbox for that, free games every month. That's always a good look, good stuff. I am a fan of that. Now, when Overcooked first popped up, I was like, ooh, what's this? Because like I said, my partner loves to cook and she's pretty darn good at it, if I don't say so myself. My daughter loves to help her mother in the kitchen when she gets a chance. And when everyone is helping in the kitchen, during either lunch, supper, whatever meal, mama is a happy camper. And so this game is just like that. A collaboration in the kitchen with many people, but bears and little zombies, little characters, and you collect them as you cook and progress further in the game. Now the storyline is quite funny as well. A giant spaghetti and meatballs monster has an insatiable appetite. During the intro of the game, while they're trying to teach you the mechanics, you chop, you cook, you combine food to make meals for this monster to eat, with the time restraint, of course. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how well you do, you will fail. That's just the mechanics of the beginning of the game. So then you're thrust back in time. You do a little bit of time traveling, and you're thrust back in time to cook in places all over the map, where you gain experiences, teamwork skills. You go through many puzzles and challenges as you try and make meals and complete your service, all in a timely fashion, of course, because every level has a time limit. All to gain enough experience to defeat this foodie monster. There are ice levels, fire, lava levels, classic burger joint levels, burritos, soups, fish and chips, and my partner and my stepson and I recently just beat the main campaign boss. There's also 2 DLCs, but we beat the main campaign boss, the spaghetti and meatball monster I was talking about earlier. And, we got that burst of feel-good endorphins, when we beat them after like 5 or 10 tries. Very frustrating. But, we finally beat them. We cheered, high-fived. It was a good time. And now we still have 2 DLC maps to cook on. This game is pretty cool. To my knowledge, like I said before at the beginning, it's also an indie game. So no major developers made it, just a team of game makers with a passion for cooking. And hey, they did a great job. The process of making all the food is accurate. For example, making a burger, you get your bun, you cut the meat, you put you cut it in the game, but obviously they mean you're just grounding the meat there, realistically. But you cut your lettuce, you cut your tomatoes, you cook your meat, and you put it all together. You got your burger. Find a plate, deliver it to the service window. Simple but factual. You got your deep fryer for fish and chips, pot for soups. And the levels get pretty inventive. For example, there's this one ice level where you have to walk or run across moving blocks of ice to get back and forth from and to your stations. It took us quite a few times to beat. It was a nightmare and very frustrating. But when we did beat it, mad endorphins. You know what I mean? We rode on a high. We rode on a high of accomplishment. And this game does a very good job of making you feel good after you complete a level. Because it takes teamwork. Some of the earlier or easier levels you can afford to just kind of, do your own thing and still get all the stars for that level. But some levels, if you and your teammates are not working together, the game will let you know. Some levels are downright unbeatable without a cooperative game plan. So not only is the whole, family having fun while we're playing, but we're getting experience working together while playing a video game. If you ask me, that checks all the boxes, for family fun time, at least when it comes to indoor activities. Those old game commercials that are all like about family fun, fun for the whole family, the family's all together and are smiling and, all acting all extra, seemingly having like the greatest time ever. Well, this is one of the few games with the actual capability to do so. This is a type of game you could get your mother or father or guardian or older sister or whatever to try and play with you, especially if they are a foodie. The recipe, the storyline, the gameplay, the goofy characters you can play, the variety in the levels, the teamwork teaching, and then of course the endorphins at the end of it all. Like it's all done just right and is an actual game that's fun for the whole family. If you like cooking, and even if you don't like cooking, this is a fun game where you can all play together and enjoy. Like I said at the beginning, my family and I have had troubles trying to find the right game, but this is the one. I highly encourage you to check it out. And if you got somebody in a family that enjoys cooking but they're not really video game heads, show them this. They might be interested. And with that said, that's it for me. My name is Dana ID Matthews, and this is my show about stuff. Thank you very much for listening. Peace out.